Hi, what's Gucci people? What's Gucci everyone? How y'all doing? It's Thursday and shit. It's your boy back at you again today with another video. And today we saucing, you feel we saucing? I just wanted to talk to y'all about, I don't know. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make a video, but you know what? I'm probably just gonna make a story time. So, story time is gonna be about I guess you could say when my middle school years. I don't know. It's just I was asking for input from my fam, and I don't know. My cousins were like, talk about your middle school years. So I mean, I nothing much happened during my sixth grade year, but we're gonna talk about my seventh and eighth. I'm gonna tell y'all about that. Start off during my seventh grade year. I don't know. It was just I moved to a new school second semester. I used to go to a school named Magnolia Science Academy, but then I moved to Mulholland. I don't know. I didn't know nobody. I knew a few people, but it wasn't like oh yeah, you're gonna meet, like, you're gonna know a bunch of people from there. But yeah, I knew a friend named Sam. Me and him got along cool, but we lost contact for a while, and we rarely started talking again. You feel like we were ghosts to each other until a few weeks ago when I moved out here to Lancaster. Everything just, I guess we just fell back into place, and I mean we haven't kicked it that much, but like we've been we've been saying what's up to each other. You feel. Other than that, that's how I met my best friend, Pedro. That's how I met him, and shit, man, it was in the awkwardest way possible, bro. Cause like I told y'all in the previous video, right? Me and him met through the fact that he used to always he stabbed me with pencils, and that's how we met. And I guess you could say that, like, I don't know, even though, like, I guess you say I snitched him out, but like I didn't snitch him out. It was I don't know, we just started kicking it more and more after that, and we just became homies and shit. And like he became like my brother. I guess not just to me, but then he kicked it with me and my fam and shit. And then my fam started taking a liking to him, and they were like, damn, like they consider him that son and shit. You feel? I don't know. He's one of the people who I guess you could say got me out of my shell, because I used to be a really shy kid, right? Through elementary school and my first year of middle school, I was shy because I still wasn't ready for the transition from elementary to like middle school and all that. I still wasn't ready for it, so it took me a while to get adjusted. But I mean, he was there to like help me out with all that shit, so I can thank him for that. And like we rarely talk now, but it's because I guess I'm a dick sometimes. I just had a lot going on my mind right now at the moment about moving and all that shit, getting stuff done for school. Like, I guess I lost track of what really matters, and I haven't really talked to him that much, and we haven't really set up dates to kick it and shit. But like, but I'm gonna try to get back on that with him because that's my homie, and it's not really cool and shit. But yeah, during that time is when I started to experience a lot of other things where it was like, oh, like I was stuck in my own little world. Even though I had him to talk to me and shit, like, guide me a little bit, I was still stuck in my own little world and talk about, like, how I was still that shy, like, not really kid who would really talk to much people. I didn't really have that many friends besides him. I guess I was just a shy person. I guess you could just say I wasn't really like social. But over time, all that changed, and I wasn't. I guess I became more social over time, which is like after that, nothing much really happened. Nothing much really happened for my seventh grade year. I was just, antisocial most of the time, and then, I met my best friend and stuff like that. But it wasn't like oh, like you would say, Like you would say,
Hi.
like,
Sorry.
but yeah, no, forget that, bro. It's just my mother came out in the video, but yeah, you could say that my seventh grade year was like it was like an eye opener, because I met a bunch of people, but I just didn't really keep in contact with many other people who I met. Besides Pedro and besides Fam, those are the only people who I usually did fuck with in the heavier. But I don't know. It's just I guess that's it for my seventh grade year. Then we move on to my eighth. Eighth was when it started getting like better. Like although it was the same people, I started getting more in contact with others. I started expanding my circle. Trying to expand my horizons. Meeting new people, experiencing new things. You feel? I don't regret a single thing of it. You feel me? Like, I mean, everything was a blessing and some things were lessons and all that, but I mean, I don't regret a single thing I did back in those years. I grew closer to certain people who I'm not really close with now, but I was close with back then. It's, it vibes, it goes. I don't know, I just look at it in a way that, I mean, life gets better, I guess. So during my 8th grade year, I just started you could say my grades were going down because I was too busy focusing on being social with others that I wasn't really focusing on my schoolwork. So I was more like the kid who would try to make everything seem cool with others, but I wasn't really paying attention to myself, which is a bad thing. And I needed to get that shit under lock. So I started getting my shit together. I started seeing things for how they really were. Seeing things on the mindset that okay, you gotta grow up, you gotta get this done, because if you can't graduate middle school, it's a fucking disappointment. And my family even told me that they were like, if you can't graduate middle school, that's a fucking disappointment. So you know what, yeah, it got me thinking. So I started getting my shit together, right? I started pushing myself. I started expanding I started doing everything I could to make it on time and not have to look like the dumbass who doesn't graduate. But you know what? I did. I made it. Barely made it, but I made it. And I can consider that an accomplishment, you feel me? Because it was alright, people would always tell me, damn, you're not even going to graduate middle school. But, I did that. And, we did that. And it's after middle school, man, it's just high school stages. But I'll talk to y'all more about my high school stages in another video. So less depressing that video. It's just right now it's depressing because your boy is sick right now. And right now I can't really speak that much because I finna lose my voice because of all this shit. But I don't even know what's up right now. See, it's we're trying to make a video and it's your fam's around, but fuck. But back to topic. But yeah, I mean, yeah, and even though I made it to graduation, I was late to the ceremony. That shit was fucking hilarious because I was damn, so I made it, right? It's fucking 30 minutes late, or not even 30 minutes late. I guess 15, 20, and we had to graduate on the stadium. So when we came in, we had to go around the track, and we had to be on the other side, and we did that. But I was there late, so it was everybody was already seated down. I was fuck it, I'm not gonna run the track. So I was halfway across, I went into the grass, and I was fuck it, my shoes are gonna get wet. I don't really give a shit, but let's go. And I made it, and I don't know, I was just in a non-vibe state. I was okay. I felt fucked up because I was fuck, I was late to my own middle school graduation, you feel? But I don't know, it was a happy moment for me. It was a memory. But now that I look back at it, I mean, I'm happy because I already did my middle school graduation. Now next is my high school graduation. Hopefully in the future, college. college graduation, getting like my degrees, my diplomas, like what I need to keep going in my life. Like I have big plans for the future, but I didn't realize much of it until now. But I don't know. It's just I don't know. There's a lot to think about. I have a lot more in depth, but like right now, I just wanted to go over the basics of what's happened throughout those years. But who knows? Maybe in the future, I'll give you guys more of like an in-depth look about how everything went throughout those years. There's a lot more story times coming, but right now it's just a quick one. Let's make it a long one because I didn't make a video on Tuesday. I'm gonna make another one tomorrow though. But it's gonna be a shorter one. But this one I just made long to, kind of like help y'all, kind of like make up for the videos that I wasn't able to make. But you know what? If y'all watched it, y'all made it to the end of the video. I'm happy. I love y'all. Bless up. Have a nice day. Have a nice spring break. I know some of y'all on spring break. Some of y'all ain't on spring break. I don't really know. But I hope y'all like the video. Like and subscribe and share it. And I'm back at y'all again tomorrow with a new video. Look out for that. Stay tuned for that. And follow me on my social media, Instagram, Snapchat. I'm gonna make that fucking Twitter one of these days. I just really had time, because your boy's been sick and shit. Got a lot of other things on my mind, but we're gonna jump back on that. We're gonna get on that Twitter wave. But thank y'all so much for watching, and hope y'all have a nice day and a nice week. And we're out. So like always, stay blessed. Your boy out.